Taylor Swift has always been a force in the music industry, a pop culture phenomenon whose every word can send ripples through the lives of millions. Her fans, affectionately known as Swifties, hang on to her every utterance, turning casual mentions into cultural touchstones. Recently, during a candid appearance on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Swift let slip a comment that has reignited the flame for one of her most intriguing works, The Life of a Showgirl. "I'm really obsessed with it," she confessed, her voice laced with that signature blend of enthusiasm and introspection that has defined her career. "This isn't just idle chatter. It's a declaration that could propel the album back to the summit of the charts, where it has lingered like a cherished memory." To understand the weight of this obsession, we must step back and contextualize The Life of a Showgirl within Swift's vast discography. Released amid the whirlwind of her Eras tour, this album marked a pivotal moment in her artistic journey. Unlike the confessional storytelling of Folklore or the anthemic pop of 1989, The Life of a Showgirl delves into the glitzy underbelly of performance life, drawing from Swift's own experiences as a global superstar. It's a concept album at its core, weaving narratives of sequins, spotlights, and the quiet desperation that lurks backstage. Tracks like the titular, The Life of a Showgirl, pulse with a retro Vegas vibe, evoking the ghosts of showgirls past. Think Liza Minnelli meets modern-day confessional pop. Swift's lyrics paint vivid pictures: diamonds on my neck, but the weight's on my soul / spotlight's a lover, but it's cold when it goes. It's raw, it's vulnerable, and it's quintessentially Taylor, transforming personal epiphanies into universal anthems. Swift's obsession isn't new, it's a thread that runs through her promotional efforts, subtle yet insistent. On Colbert's show, the host, known for his knack at coaxing top 5 song lists from legends like Dolly Parton, Elton John, Paul Simon, and Bruce Springsteen, turned the spotlight on Swift. The 14-time Grammy winner, ever the perfectionist, demurred at first. "My rankings are constantly changing," she admitted with a laugh, her eyes sparkling under the studio lights. "I'd need a little time to get back to you on all 5. But then, like a melody resolving into harmony, she dove in. Number 1? Undoubtedly, All Too Well, the sprawling 10-minute epic from Red, Taylor's version, that has become a rite of passage for heartbreak survivors worldwide. It's the song that fans scream-sing at concerts, a cathartic release of betrayal and longing. But it was her pivot to The Life of a Showgirl that stole the breath from the room, and from Swifties tuning in from living rooms across the globe. "I'm really obsessed with the whole album," she said, her tone shifting to one of genuine reverence. This isn't hyperbole. Swift has a history of circling back to her creations, reinterpreting them through the lens of time and growth. At 35, she's no longer the wide-eyed teen scribbling songs in her bedroom. She's a seasoned artist reflecting on the cost of fame. The album's chart dominance on the Billboard 200, weeks at the top, unyielding, speaks to its resonance, but Swift's personal endorsement adds a layer of intimacy. It's as if she's whispering to her fans, "This one still haunts me too." Interestingly, Swift didn't stop at the album's title track. She unearthed Mirror Ball from Folklore, a choice that blindsided even the most diehard devotees. "I can't really do any of the others," she hedged before adding, "except I will say somewhere in the list is going to be a song called Mirror Ball, from the Folklore album." The backstory here is pure serendipity. "You know, it came on the other day. A friend sent it to me and she was talking about it and I put it on, and then you asked me this question so I said it." There's a poetry to that, a song resurfacing like an old friend, reminding her of the reflective, shimmering vulnerability it captures. Mirror Ball is Swift at her most metaphorical, likening herself to a disco ball. "I'm still trying everything to keep you looking at me." It's a far cry from her radio smashes, yet it underscores her depth, her refusal to be boxed into pop princess tropes. This moment on Colbert's couch wasn't just a list, it was a window into Swift's creative psyche. Her music has always been a mirror, pun intended, reflecting the phases of her life, the vengeful X's of Reputation, the folkloric introspection of Evermore, the triumphant reclamation of Midnights. The Life of a Showgirl fits snugly into this tapestry, exploring the performer's paradox, adored yet isolated, glittering yet fragile. Swift's obsession reveals a woman who's not done evolving. She's dissecting her own catalog, finding new facets in familiar gems. For Swifties, this is manna from heaven. Social media erupted post-interview, with fan edits splicing her words over album visuals, playlists reshuffled overnight. The Billboard climb? Inevitable. Viral TikToks of fans lip-syncing The Life of a Showgirl, in makeshift sequined outfits flooded feeds, turning obsession into a collective ritual. Delving deeper, what makes The Life of a Showgirl so magnetic? Production-wise, it's a masterclass. Collaborators like Jack Antonoff and Aaron Dessner layered synths with orchestral swells, evoking the grandeur of a Broadway revue. Tracks like Spotlight Solitaire dissect the loneliness of encores, with Swift's vocals soaring over piano cascades that mimic falling confetti. Lyrically, it's her sharpest work on Fame's Double Edge. They clap for the mask, but the face underneath Slash is just a girl who forgot how to breathe. It's therapeutic, almost confessional therapy set to music. Swift has spoken in past interviews about channeling tour exhaustion into these songs, the jet lag haze and adoring crowds blurring into one endless night. Her obsession, then, is reclamation, taking the chaos and crafting art from it. Colbert's probing question wasn't arbitrary. It's a tradition that humanizes icons, stripping away the myth to reveal the musician. For Parton it was Jolene, for Springsteen, Thunder Road. Swift's choices, All Too Well, The Life of a Showgirl, Mirrorball, trace her arc from raw emotion to polished spectacle to quiet luminescence. All Too Well is the cornerstone, a fan favorite that spawned academic theses on narrative structure in pop. Its 10-minute runtime defies radio norms, yet it endures, a testament to Swift's storytelling prowess. Then The Life of a Showgirl, the obsession du jour, bridges her pop roots with theatrical flair. And Mirrorball, the wild card, reminds us of her folk pivot during pandemic isolation, when she traded stadiums for solitude.